DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I hope you're all well. And today is Monday, and it's time for different tags. Yes, it is. So let me see. I have actually on my phone here the questions that go with Jasmine's Monday tag. And yeah, I'm looking forward to answer this, although might be actually some questions will be slightly difficult to answer, I guess. Okay, let's start the first one. So the question number one, anyone you would wish to reconnect with? So I suppose that is meaning people that are alive, I suppose. Yeah, so let me see. I have two Facebook accounts. And one is, I call it the YouTube account. That's people that were originally on YouTube, and most of them have actually migrated out of Facebook or completely left social media. And the other one that I have is actually the oldest Facebook account that I have. It's even older than my YouTube stuff. It's probably way in the beginning of Facebook. And it is essentially for family and a few friends. I say a few friends because I've never did things like that with Facebook with work colleagues and stuff like that. So, and lately there have been a few people that I've seen on groups where I am from where I used to live, and I have had one or two contacts with them, but very, very briefly, because as maybe anyone you would wish to reconnect with, I realize that I just want to have a little bit of news, what's going on, if what happened in their life, but that's about it, and it's not like a real reconnection. I think the people that I there might be one or two people probably that I would have liked to know what happened with them. But again, I mean, I kind of feel like once I had that knowledge, it's been like 40 years since. Do I need to reconnect with them? I have some family members that live down south in America, which I have not seen now for 40 years. Cousins I haven't seen for 40 years. Again, I wouldn't mind reconnecting in a way, but I guess it would just be to give me the news, what's happened in your life. And, there's been like 40 years that we've each gone our own way. And so, yeah, that's actually a pretty difficult. I mean, I know some of you have just answered, no, I don't have anybody I want to reconnect with. And I'm realizing that probably reconnecting would only mean, getting a bit of news, and that would be it. Yeah. Question 2. I've been talking long enough. Question 2. Anyone that depends on you. What is that supposed to mean? I guess my family. I guess my family depend on me in a way, and I depend on them. I think we could say, like, for example, with Mrs. DC, we're self-dependent. I mean, we've been a couple, since we met. It's like 50 years this year, and so we really do, for many things, depend on each other. So I guess we could say that, yeah, I guess I could say she depends on me. Yeah, I suppose. I hope. Okay, I don't really know how to answer that question. Yeah, okay. Question 3. What is the worst holiday you've been on? What could that be? It would have to be something that was a real disaster, for example, relationally, or everything went wrong as far as I don't know, reservations or stuff like that. I don't think I've ever had a. Oh, I can think of something. Um, I had not been back to Canada for many years for different reasons. And once I was there, I had made the mistake of not planning the trip very well. I thought, like, I'll try and meet this person and I'll try and meet that person. And realized that I was so spread out and so many things that I wanted to do that after a while, I got the feeling like, why am I here? I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I mean, I remember we would discuss that with Ms. DC and said, all we're doing is running around, trying to satisfy ourselves, satisfy the people that want to see us. And finally, it was like no fun. After that, actually, we started to have distinct times and tell people we're going to be there and we'll be with you then. And I mean, yes, there was a place for spontaneity, but we tried to keep it within a frame and keep time for ourselves. And I guess that would be an example. Question 4. I guess it must say it's in your past define your life now. I guess it's meaning does your past define your life now? I guess it depends how far you want to go back. The way I was brought up, or in that respect, yeah, it certainly does. It defines, I guess, a lot of my morals, my ethics, and my beliefs. So that certainly does define the way I am now. The last 40 years, we've been pretty much, not quite 40, but close to 40 years, we've left Canada. And so, between the countries that we've lived in and the part of the ethnic places that we've lived in, certainly do have a way of defining us, because, you by leaving and becoming, I was almost going to say, a self-contained family unit, you certainly act differently, than when you're in a family group. So that bit of past certainly does define who I am, the way my life is now. I guess that's about the best I can do to answer that question. It can be different. I mean, if I get back to one thing I was saying in the beginning, when I'm looking at some of the Facebook groups that I'm in of the Eastern Townships where I used to live in Canada, and you see the comments of people who've continued to live there all their life, it's a very different way of acting. I mean, I look at it with nostalgia and maybe like the hope of, seeing some things again. And they look at it as, their day-to-day things. So, yeah. Okay, question 5. What do you consider to be your biggest failure? Oh my. Wow. What is a failure? There were things that happened in my life that I thought were failures at the time, and realized that it was probably actually for my best and for the best of all. At the time, I thought, when I was finishing my studies, my what we call over here my postdoctoral studies, I was desperately looking for a job in Canada, and I had interviews and stuff like that, and I thought, like, oh well, nothing's working, and I definitely considered that to be a failure, and at the time I definitely did feel it that way. Now I consider that was probably the will of God or what, but my biggest failure. Could it be sometimes, I guess in life for all of us, not always realizing one's failings and not reacting to them quick enough. And then you might have relationships, that fallouts or stuff that would not have been, that would not have happened if you had not done that. I'm really not answering in a very precise way the question, because I guess that I don't have one particular thing. And I've been talking way too long. I'll be DC signing off. Thank you very much, Jasmine. That was a very thought-provoking tag. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.